Hi and welcome to Ellen's Reading Life. This is my February wrap-up. I already did my Contemporary-thon wrap-up, but I will recap it real quick. I read This One Summer by Tamaki and Tamachi, which is a graphic novel that I gave 3 stars. I read Dear Martin by Nick Stone that I gave 4 stars. That is about the Black Lives Matter movement and police brutality. I read Winter Girls by Laurie Halsey Anderson that I gave 4 stars. That is about eating disorders. And I read Alla vi som är tyngda, which is a Swedish book by Hanna Kristensson. That is about a girl who works in a library. Then I read Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare, which is the first book in the Dark Artifices series. It's a part of the Shadowhunters universe, which is a urban fantasy YA book that I gave 4.5 stars. It has great characters, very believable and interesting relationships, and I like the action in them when they fight demons. And it's about Emma and Julian that have both become orphans after the war, and they are Parvati, and Julian's brother comes back from the fairyland, and it's good. But I actually thought it would be a bit better because I've heard so many rave reviews about it. Then I read Nevermore by Jessica Townsend, which is a middle grade fantasy novel that I gave 4.5 stars. It gave me Harry Potter feels because of the magic and the fact that there's a evil guy that you're not supposed to say his name and stuff. And it's very inventive with some of the rooms in the hotel in Nevermore and some of the inventions, because Nevermore is about Morgan Crow, who has a curse on her, so everything that happens in the village is blamed on her, and she is supposed to die on her 11th birthday, but Jupiter North comes and rescues her, and they go in a big metal spider thing to Nevermore, where she enters a competition to become a part of the Wondersmith Society. And then I read Unite Me by Tahereh Mafi, which is a dystopian novella that I gave 3 stars. It was a bit boring, and the Shadow Me series is about a girl named Juliet who has a power that her touch is lethal, and she has supernatural strength as well. And when she's little, she accidentally kills a little boy, and she gets put in prison and mental institution, but then she gets out of there because this guy named Warner wants to use that he's in the military, and he wants to use her as his secret weapon. But then she escapes from there with Adam, and they go with Kenji to Omega Point, which is an underground place where a lot of people with powers live. And it's a bigger look into Adam and Warner's characters. And the novellas are called Destroy Me and Fracture Me. Then the last book I read was Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, which is the first book in the Grisha trilogy, which is a YA fantasy book that I gave 5 stars. It's a new favorite for me. It has very interesting powers and characters. and it's about Alina, who's an orphan, and people start noticing that she has a power, that she can control light, and she's the only one that can do that. And she gets pulled away to the little palace where the Grisha live, that are the second army for the king, and it's very, very good. That was all of the books I read in February. Thank you so much for watching, and please tell me in the comments what you read in February. And like and subscribe if you want to, and see you later. Bye!